From the British royalty making it to headlines once again, to an actress being assaulted by her son. Today, we've got some hot tea for you. So sit back, relax, and watch as we uncover the latest news from Hollywood. The Duke of Sussex attended the ESPY Awards and received the Pat Tillman Award despite all the controversy surrounding the decision. You see, the prince has been receiving calls ever since it was announced last year that he is going to receive it. These calls had one singular message: don't accept the award because there are more deserving veterans out there who deserve it.
Prince Harry is set to receive the prestigious Pat Tillman Award at the ESPYs, but there are growing calls for broadcaster ESPN to rescind the honour.
And that's not all. There was even a petition demanding the decision be reversed. Guess how many people signed it? 76,000. Yup, you heard that right. So you would understand why there was a huge controversy around it. But if you still don't think it's that much of a big deal, even the veteran's mother was against this decision. The same veteran this award is named after. Last year, when he was named for the award, she was in complete shock. She expressed, "I am shocked as to why they would select such a controversial and divisive individual to receive the award." While speaking about why he doesn't deserve it, she said, "These individuals do not have the money, resources, connections, or privilege that Prince Harry has. I feel that those types of individuals should be recognized." Seeing that the backlash was being aimed at ESPN for this choice as well, they had to say something to defend the decision. So they made a statement that read, "While we understand not everyone will agree with all honorees selected for any award, the Invictus Games Foundation does incredible work, and ESPN believes this is a cause worth celebrating." And what did Prince Harry do after all this backlash? Well, he still decided to receive it.
Please welcome the recipient of the Pat Tillman Award for Service, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex.
However, in his speech, he did try to put out the fires. He started his acceptance speech by acknowledging everyone at the Pat Tillman Foundation and the ex-NFL player's widow, Mary Tillman. In his speech, he said, "I stand here not as Prince Harry, Pat Tillman Award recipient, but rather a voice on behalf of the Invictus Games Foundation and the thousands of veterans and service personnel from over 20 nations who have made the Invictus Games a reality. This award belongs to them, not to me." He talked about how the Invictus Games are meant to bring people around the globe closer to each other, despite the political tensions growing day by day.
Message? Yeah, from Michelle. How very amazing. So we like to watch it together?
Yes.
Let's have a look.
Hey, Prince Harry, remember when you told us to bring it at the Invictus Games?
Careful what you wish for.
Oh, really? Please.
Boom.
He even acknowledged the remarks made by the vet's mother. He said, "Her advocacy for Pat's legacy is deeply personal and one that I respect." And that's not all. He even decided to bring Princess Diana into it because everyone loves her, so surely that would give him some breathing room, right? He said, "The bond between a mother and son is eternal and transcends even the greatest losses." I mean, sure, he has done a lot for Invictus Games, credit where it's due, but doesn't giving this award to someone with as many connections and resources as the prince take away the value of it from a normal person who did just as much service, if not more? He's a veteran, sure, but so are many other vets who never got the award just because they aren't famous or royalty.
So I have to live with this all the time. Hello everyone, I'm Scarlet Johansson, co-founder of The Outset.
Sorry, what's the one before?
First I thought it said Spawn and Botox.
Did you study acting?
Okay, stop it.
The Avengers actress might actually become a Black Widow, especially after what her husband said about her body. If you didn't know, Scarlett is actually married to Colin Jost, who is a host of a late-night comedy series on SNL. The two finally married each other in 2020 after dating for 3 years, and they even have a baby together. Coming back to the story, Colin and Michael Che host an annual segment on their show where the two of them make each other read extremely offensive jokes that they have written. And boy, was this year a spicy one. For Scarlett's husband, 2 categories are his worst nightmare: racial jokes and jokes about his wife. And what was the joke this year? Well, watch it for yourself.
ChatGPT has released a new voice assistant feature inspired by Scarlett Johansson's AI character in Her, which I've never bothered to watch because without that body, what's the point of listening?
Yikes, that one burns. Now, surely you'd think that his wife would be mad, right? Well, surprisingly, no. It seems like being in a constant butt of a joke is nothing new to her. In an interview with Kelly Clarkson, Scarlett said, "As soon as they showed my picture, I actually don't remember that segment. I fully blacked out." And apparently we only see a refined version of the joke.
Is it real? Like, he has no idea what he's about to do?
And that's like a tame version, if you guys have ever seen the
It's
jokes.
daytime. We kept it tame.
According to her, the jokes are so offensive that they are afraid that someone might try to hurt them. In the same interview, she said, "We need to, go into witness protection that night. I'm absolutely terrified we're gonna be, targeted. It's so bad." And if you think this was the first time he made a joke at her expense, last year at the Joke Swap, he read a joke that said, "New York passed a law that allows alcohol to be served at movie theaters, and that's how I enjoy my wife's art, movies." He even had to read an apology written by his co-host right after.
I'm kidding, honey. I love all of your movies. And if you ask me, you're an even better Black Widow than Coretta Scott King.
Is anyone else getting Blake and Reynolds vibes from them? In a completely surprising revelation, Nicolas Cage's ex, Christina Fulton, has broken silence after her son assaulted her during a mental health breakdown. Weston Coppola Cage, the estranged couple's son, was arrested by the LAPD on the 10th of July for assault with a deadly weapon. And who was the poor victim? His mother.
That incident that I got into was pretty hellish because my blood alcohol level was 335 after the decimal. Yeah, to a point, so I was about, 4 drinks short of death.
When the news of this arrest came out, the actress decided to break her silence as well and gave us insight into the whole incident, according to her on April 28, 2024. She was called by some friends of her son who were concerned about his mental health, and they asked her to check up on him. However, when she opened the doors, a horrific experience was waiting for her. When I arrived to offer support and console him, he was already in the midst of a manic rage. Within minutes, I was brutally assaulted and sustained serious injuries, she said. Shortly after the incident, an ambulance arrived at the house but declined to go to a hospital. Instead, reports from TMZ suggested that she was putting coins in a parking meter with a black eye. A few days after the incident, the alleged assaulter turned himself in, and according to the victim, she made desperate requests for him to be detained for a mental health evaluation. But the police denied it. She expressed that, as a mother, she's extremely saddened and concerned about her son's mental health. She said, "It is imperative that he receives the help he desperately needs." But a $150,000 bail was made, and he was released from jail. And who was the person to bail him out? Well, according to the U.S. Sun, his father is believed to have bailed him out. Speaking of fathers, the actress even blamed Cage for their son's poor mental health in an earlier incident where he was hospitalized on a psychiatric hold in 2011 after a violent incident in Los Angeles. She said, "Nicolas Cage has damaged and interfered and done something absolutely horrific, and I need to just go get my son." She further added, "I am the one who raised Weston. I am the one who took care of Weston. His dad was very busy working as an actor."
What are you going to be doing as the mom and the next step in trying to help with the situation that's going on right now?
Look, I'm doing what I always do. I support Weston and anything that he wants. I'm there for him. We're a family. We're united. We're strong.
So, you can see clearly the son has a history of poking the law. In 2011, he faced domestic violence charges after he had a dispute with his ex-wife, Nikki Williams. And in 2007, he was arrested for a DUI and a hit and run. According to police, he hit multiple parked cars, signs, and mailboxes before he crashed his car into a tree. I mean, the dude needs help, right? And that's it for today's video. Do you think Prince Harry deserves the award? And did the SNL host take it too far with the joke? What do you think? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe for more.